Forest harkens back to a Japanese horror subgenre that was really popular in the early 2000s. Is that a genre that particularly speaks to you?
That's not the reason I took The Forest. The reason I took The Forest was the psychological elements of it. To me, it's more a suspense thriller. It's a psychological horror. To me, it was about the unraveling into madness, the descent that Sarah goes on into that I found really interesting. And also, I also took it because I found it really refreshing that the whole motivation of a character was her relationship with her sister, which, you know, relationships like that to be central to a story, I don't think you see often enough.
Yeah, totally true. The sister bond is so central to this that it's, I mean, frankly, kind of unheard of a lot in these genres. Especially what's interesting to me is Sarah she's a very kind of confident character in that, like, there's one part where she tells Aiden that she doesn't care if he's uncomfortable, and that really spoke to me. But, like, it seems like you seem particularly drawn to characters who aren't afraid to stand up for themselves. Is that important to you?
Well, I mean, it's important to me to play real women. I want to play real characters. And when I read The Forest, that's what I saw on the page in Sarah. She's an overachiever. She seems very confident, but that comes from a deep trauma. It comes actually from a deep, deep insecurity. And I think a lot of overachievers out there, the straight A students and the girls that seem to have everything under control, are often the girls that are fundamentally the most vulnerable. And it's a facade and it's a mask to protect themselves from something. So that was something that really spoke to me. And that her vulnerability was the guilt that she carries in her heart that she let her sister down when they were young. And that she's been carrying that guilt all her life and constantly trying to find a way to make it up to Jess. And also, so then the interesting thing for me was to play Jess as well, who has dealt with this trauma that the girls have by going a completely opposite end of the spectrum, by being the wild child and the radical one and the irresponsible one. They're real women, and I will always go where I see real people.
Yeah, it's also interesting because it's a very physical role. Like, your characters in this, which, as you mentioned, you played too, they go through more violence than you have on Game of Thrones. Was it like...
Yeah, I was a bit battered and bruised and bitten to death by mosquitoes. I mean, I like a physical challenge. I'm a bit of a masochist that way. I get a kick out of a physical challenge, but it's very gratifying when you see a massive fall through a hole or a run or a sequence in a movie like this, and it looks like cool on camera. Then the payoff is great.
I want to end with a little bit of fun. So your GIFs are actually huge on the internet where people love to just have the cycling motion of you. So I was thinking, I'm going to throw some internet speak at you, and if you want to listen or respond straight to camera, we can make fun GIFs for the internet.
Okay.
Okay. So the first one is all the feels.
All the feels?
All the feels. It means just overwhelmed, very excited. Outrage. Spoilers.
Spoilers? Oh no, that's not happening. In any capacity. Step away.
Grumpy cat. This is gonna be good.
Oh, I thought you were giving the intro to the GIF. This is gonna be good.
There you are. Haters gonna hate. And yeah, just let's see. Oh, this, which is when you agree with something on the internet. I like it. Thank you so much. That's my time.